There's a lot going on in the news right now, especially when it comes to silver and its relationship with China. As you probably already know, China has enacted a policy happening on January 1st where basically it becomes very, very difficult to take silver out of the country. And from my understanding, China is around 70% of the global, consumer of silver. And so that is something that kind of stuck out in my mind when I heard, and it goes back to a relationship that we actually had in the 1930s with silver that devastated their economy. And I'm not a channel that's about fear or anything like that, but I do think that the best inputs that we have with information lead to the best outcomes, because you can only make good decisions if you're informed. So I'm going to go over what was called the Silver Purchase Act of 1934 and how it basically broke China's economy, to see if there's parallels to our economy today with what China is doing. Because as you know, very likely, China is buying silver at a much higher rate than America is. So 1 ounce, such as this right here, currently, as of this morning, let me check to make sure. This ounce is trading at $76 right now on American soil, and it's selling for well over $80 in China right now. And that disparity is doing something that we saw in America years and years ago. So when China's paying substantially higher per ounce, let's say I'm in London and I want to make a quick buck, I can take a bunch of ounces, let's say, 100,000 ounces, and move it all the way to China and then make my $10 to $15 per ounce, and I've just made a killing, folks. So China is taking in a ton of silver that we know is used for all kinds of things in today's economy, which is one of the things that makes it different from the 1970 to 80 spike that we saw with the Hunt brothers. Everything these days is used with a little bit of silver. Potato chips aren't, but basically anything with a computer chip in it. So that being said, we're in a different world, and it does mean that likely this right here, this silver that we know so well and love, needs to be thought of differently when it comes to the way that this particular run is going out. So in 1934, we're going to talk about the relationship between U.S. and China regarding silver. When silver wasn't just a commodity with China,